Hello, welcome to Wednesday's class. Let's see, I think we're just using dumbbells today, so you don't need any special equipment at all, just the dumbbells. Yeah, I'll give it a minute to let some people jump onto the live there if they're around. How's everyone's body feeling today? Mine's not too bad after last workout. Not too bad at all. All right, it's a minute after, so let's get into it. So our usual warm up here first is feet hip distance apart, toes pointing straight forward, reach down, up, tip, and twist. Okay, go nice and wide, same reaches. And narrow. Okay, come back to normal distance, but then externally rotate the feet. And internally rotate the feet. All right, we are going to grab a fairly light, like a medium to lightweight. We're going to do that same exercise we've been starting with on this push day for a while now. It's that single arm dumbbell snatch. So it's a squat down and then throw it up over your head. Squat, throw it up over. All right, here we go. 12 on each side. And 12. Okay, other side. Make sure you're squatting, not just leaning forward. And 12. All right, next exercise, I'm going to keep the same light dumbbell here, but if you want to go up one notch, you can. We're going to get into that single leg hinged over position. If you need to have the toes touch down, you can definitely do that, but if you can do the balance with a tricep kickback, okay? Keep that elbow high. Squeeze the muscle on the back side of your arm. 12. All right, switching over. All right, and then get rid of the dumbbell. We just have our high kicks. So it's opposite hand to foot. Get that leg up. And 12. All right, that's our first circuit. I can take off the sweater now. I'm warmed up. Grab a quick sip of water. All right, back to single arm dumbbell snatch. So hold it in the middle of your body, squat, throw it up over your head. And 12. Okay, switching sides. And 12. All right, single leg, tricep kickback. Here we go. Like I said, if you need to do the kickstand there, just have your toes down lightly. You can go ahead and do that. Okay, other one. Righty, and our high kicks. Leg up, opposite hand to foot. And 12. All right, so that's round 2. All right, let's finish up these. So back to the snatch. Drop down, throw it up. And 12. Okay, other one. And 12. Okay, single leg, so it's the opposite foot as the side the weight is on. Hinge over, kick back. Okay. 12. All right. And the high kicks. Here we go. And 12. All right, that's our first circuit done. Next one, we're going to be on the floor with our dumbbells, doing all that chest and triceps and all that stuff. So I'd say maybe medium dumbbells if you're going to bring just one set. All right, come on down. That's a good view. So, all right, so we're gonna do 4 different exercises here, back to back. We're gonna do the traditional chest press first. So my palms are facing, I'll say, towards my feet. Bring your elbows down, push straight up. In, 12. All right, then we're going to turn in and we're going to come down to a narrow grip chest press. Oh, I gotta fix my ponytail here. There we go. So my palms are facing each other. Same kind of movement. It's just your elbows come down close to your rib cage and push up. Ten, 11, 12. All right, here's where it starts to burn. Skull crushers. Keep your elbows up, extend up. And 12. All right, and our final one is that one dumbbell, both hands wrapped around, straight arms, so you're bending from your shoulders, and go back over your head and bring it back up over your chest. Keep that low back pressed into the floor. And 12. Perfect. All right, so that's our 4 exercises down here. So just take a quick little breather. And we'll go right back to the beginning. Let those arms rest for a second though. All right, so let's get ready. So back to our wide or traditional dumbbell press. Elbows out, push straight up. Okay, going for your close grip bench. So elbows tucked in, palms are facing each other. All right, skull crushers. Keep those elbows up, bend from the elbow, and straighten. Those upper arms should be staying perpendicular to the floor. Okay, and the one coming back over the head with the straight arms, so both hands wrapped around, lower back pushed down. 11 and 12. All right, a couple seconds rest here again, and we'll do our third round of those. All right, let's go. Just press. Wide elbows. Okay, narrow. $11, $12. All right, skull crushers. Get right into them. All right, and the last one here on the floor, back over the head. Keep that low back down. $11 and $12. Perfect. All right, come on up from the floor. Take a little breather. Our core stuff today is going to be standing since we've already been on the floor for a bunch. So, no weights necessary for this one. We're going to have our hands by our ears, and we're going to do that kind of lateral bend where the knee comes out to the side to meet. So it's like a tipping over, like I'm a little teapot, the knee's coming up to meet today. Out to the side. Okay, other side. $11, $12. All right, medium to heavy dumbbell. We're going to do our wood chop. So last week we did our torso twist straight across. Today we're going to do the angled one, the traditional wood chop, low to high. $10, $11, $12. Okay, other side. $10, $11, $12. Okay, and our third exercise, I'm going to give you two different versions here. If you're a beginner and you don't want too much impact, you're going to do just heel taps like that. Kick your leg up behind, kind of trying to reach for your hand. If you want a little more impact, get the heart rate up a little more. We're actually going to do runners where you're kind of running on spot, but you're trying to kick yourself in the butt too. So it's, okay, so 12 on each side. 11, 12. All right, and take a little breather. Sip of water and back to it. All right, hands up by the ears. We're tilting to the side, tipping to the side, and knee comes up to meet. All right, the leg gets tired after those kickers. 12. All right, wood chop time. Grab your dumbbell, fairly wide feet, but the toes are still straight forward. Shift and throw the weight up. Eleven, 12. Other side. 10, 11, 12. All right, get rid of that. Do your butt kicker, so nice and slow and controlled if you don't want the impact, or kind of like you're jogging, but kicking yourself in the butt. Perfect. All right, that's 2 down. Another quick sip of water. And our side bends. All right, hands up, knee up. Twelve. 12. All right. Wood chop. Here we go. Switching. 12. All right, we just have the butt kickers left. Here we go. Perfect. All right, that's 3. Come on down. Again, our usual stretches here. All right, feet stretched out in front of you, legs stretched out in front of you. Fold over. Okay, bring your feet in, knees fall open. Slight little forward lean. 90 position. Other way. Excellent. Our good old child's pose. Sit back on your heels and walk your hands out. Okay, arch your back up and down. Alright, half kneel. So one knee on the floor. That's your up and over side. Okay, other side. Okay, come up from the floor. Your quad stretch. Other side. And our shoulder stretch for our finisher. Pull those shoulders back, chest out. Perfect. All right, Wednesday's workout done. So I'll be here Monday, usual time, but just another reminder, next Wednesday, the live is at 1 o'clock, but if you're doing the replay, it doesn't matter. I'll see you Monday. Take care.